I needed a third business not dependent upon my genius, my personality. And this was the first business that could run by itself. It was apartments, unlike what you have here. You don't really have what I buy in the UK. So these are large apartment complexes, 50 units, 100, 300 units, 500 units, where people rent where they live.
Okay. Right, not these tall skyscrapers, because most people buy individual units.
No. Those are single units in a big building, right? That a bunch of people share. These are. I want the renter. I don't want to sell the unit.
Right.
I want the cash flow. That was the third business.
Okay. And why real estate? Why that asset class for you? You said before you only invest in things you can see.
Yeah, I've just always loved real estate. I think most people resonate. Real property resonates with people. Unfortunately, most people just buy the wrong kind of real estate. Again, it's a selfish decision to have a home.
Okay. Most people shouldn't buy a home.
No one should buy a home.
Interesting. Which is the opposite of the American
Homes
dream.
were not built for people. Homes were built for banks. The bank created that product to sell money. You can't just loan people money. You need a product in between. Like when people start really understanding what I'm telling them, they're like, wait, what did he just say? The bank can't lend money for just money. Like you need a reason to borrow money. Oh, you're starting a business. That's a reason, but it's really risky for the bank. What if a bunch of bankers sitting around drinking bourbon? Dude, we need to lend more money. We got to lend money out, man. That's how we make money. We get people to give us $1. We lend it out 9 times. I read that book when I was a kid, man, when I was 16 years old. So we lend it out 9 times. We need something to lend the money on. So back in the 50s, they're like, everybody should have a home. They grinned. Everybody should have a home, right? Oh man, that's pretty good. We should call it something like the American dream. Can't just call it a house, right? Everyone should have one, right? They got the politicians behind it. Yes, everyone should have one. And then what they did was basically those homes were built for banks, because who made all the money on the homes? Wasn't even the builder. Certainly wasn't the homeowner. It was always the banks. Colleges was another scheme by the bank.
Okay.
Everyone should have a proper education, but they don't have the money for it. But they should have it. And as they offered debt, as they offered free loans to college students and families, those tuitions went up.
Right. So we've been sold a big old fat lie.
Totally.
And what do people say when you tell them that? You're crushing everything they've been told their whole life. They're like, no, Grant, that's not true. I want to own my own home.
Most people are going to write me after this interview and say, can you explain that again? Shouldn't I own my own home? No, you should never own one door.
Right. And you had a horrible experience with your first single-family home buy.
Boy, you done. Man, nobody's done the research as well as you. No one.
You've been hanging out with the wrong people, Grant.
Probably.
So that taught you a lesson. Stay away from single-family homes. I want a certain type of person with a certain type of income that wants a rental property, doesn't want to buy, and I'm in this asset class, and I know how to do it. And it works.
I mean,
well.
we could do. Look, I could come here and we could do 4 hours on real estate.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to cover it. So
yeah.
But it's interesting because, like, I don't think most people know that you're like, I do this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, most people never heard a real estate guy, which you're not.
Yeah.
Say, don't buy a home.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a fascinating statement right there.